everybody, I'm Marcie Besecker and I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin Up. Welcome to Bingo Night. I'm super excited. You guys know I love Bingo Night. So I am excited about that, and I am going to show some really fun projects, and it is a great project to use some little pieces and stuff that you might have left over too. So it's going to be fun to do that. Gosh, hi everybody. I've been kind of reading your comments. It looks like Dolores is going to be making us some tea, so that is fantastic. I could use that. I have iced tea, but actually warm tea actually sounds pretty good. So my dog is at the door. He's like, am I coming in? But I told my husband, take the dog. So welcome everybody. It's been a whirlwind of a day. I'm going to show you just a quick sneak peek while I'm trying to get my lotion on my hands here. So this is just a little sneak peek of our new product. This is a card that I made today. The DSP is really bold and bright. I put vellum on top, and I used the painted, textured paint, whatever, embossing folder. And then there is the inside. That's how bold that DSP is, but super pretty. I just thought I'd give you a little sneak peek on a card made with some new products. So I'm excited. Did I give you my numbers? Okay, so speaking of numbers, there's a few people. Let me look at yours, Carrie. Carrie. Why do I not see you on here, Carrie? Okay, let me double check, because Carrie, I don't see you on here at all. So let me double check. That does not mean that you didn't sign up. I just want to make sure I have it. Carrie. Why is, okay, apparently when I put in Carrie, everything stays the same. Here we go. And I do have yours, Carrie. Let me see here. Let me double check. I always like to double check because you know how it goes when you're traveling. I try not to touch the bingo when I'm traveling and put it on my page because I might miss it. So you did pay, Carrie, so let me get your numbers. So go ahead and give me your numbers. Hi, Tammy, how are you? Hi, Shelly. All right, I know I'm a little bit behind on your guys' chatting, so I'm just waiting for Carrie's numbers. Hello, everybody. Ooh, in the 40s for Thanksgiving. No, thank you. Hi, Patricia. How are you? Okay, Carrie. 9, 12, 18, 24, and 28. Okay, sorry about that, Carrie. Yours probably came in when I was gone, and I tried to flag them, but thank you. Yay, Dorothy from California. Me too. All right, Patricia's in Texas. Thanks, you guys. I'm glad you liked the card. The new product is so fun. I can't wait to get more of it. There's some of the sets, I have to say, there's a lot more sets than what I showed, of course. And some of the sets are just absolutely, like, I'm so sad we didn't get those from the get-go. So thank you, Diane. So I'm glad that we got some, but there's some more. Ooh, I can't wait to get them. All right, so how bingo works is I want to let everybody know is I know we have some new people. So you come here, you enjoy, you do not have your kits. Yes, Kathy, I will. Give me 1 second. And you don't have your kits. I'm going to, all your kits are in here in my mailbox, in my mail carrier thing. So tomorrow I will label everything and get them out to you. They'll probably go out on Friday because I need to put your treats in there and your cards. Speaking of your cards, I'm going to be putting in a Christmas card. It's just a thought I had, and I wanted to show you some ideas on what to use your scraps for. And so I'm going to put a card in. It's going to be blank inside. So thank you for your playing bingo with me. But I wanted to put this card in to just kind of give you guys ideas because I know we all have some scrap paper around. So you can take a look at that. I showed my upline today. She was like, "Oh my gosh," she gave her scraps away. So she's like, "Oh, she's so mad that she gave them all away." And I was like, I was thinking I got to come up with something. So so you'll be getting. I got to put those in there for you too. So Kathy, let's see. Kathy, your numbers are 28, 11, 18, 15, and 4. So I have 3 people that I am going to read your numbers off because you didn't fill out the registration form, although you're returning. I just pulled off your old numbers that you've used before. So the first one is Linda Cogshell, 7, 9, 13, 23, 24. And I'll read them all one more time so you guys can grab a pen or pencil. The next person is Mary Melgard, 7, 9, 13, 22, and 30. And Terry Nunn, 28, 21, 12, 20, and 2. So those 3 people, and I'll read them again for you really quick. They're your old numbers because you didn't give me new numbers on a registration form. I watched your opening new products today. Went and looked at the new catalog online. Oh, fun, huh, Dolores? Okay, so again, Linda Cogshell is 7, 9, 13, 23, 27. Mary Melgard, 7, 9, 13, 22, 30. And Terry Nunn, 28, 21, 12, 20, and 2. Is there anybody else that does not have their numbers? Just let me know. So how bingo works is I will ship out your kits to you on Friday. I will go back in under the description here and I will put timestamps for project 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there's 4 projects. Each project has 3 cards. So that's how I split it up, okay? And so after each project today, we're going to have some fun with playing bingo. So make sure you type in a B. If I'll call one of your numbers, type in a B. And then if I call another one, put BI. If I call another one, put BIN, that kind of thing. And then the last one, make sure you're ready to go. That way, Terry, if you want to change your numbers, please let me know. It's perfectly fine. And then you want to type in bingo before anybody else because the first person that types in bingo will win. And then after that, the next person will get the consolation prize. So make sure you're the first one. Now, how bingo works is I give out 4 $100 prizes. And the prize will be a $100 gift certificate to my shop. So what's going to happen is, I say gift certificate. What's going to happen is you're going to give me an order. And of course, going to 150 qualifies you for, your Stampin' Rewards and that kind of thing. And don't forget, if you get it in early enough, you can get the items for the sale if there's anything on there that you want to get for the sale. After that, thanks, Terry. After that, I will invoice you the difference. And then you just pay me the difference. And then that's when I put the order in for you. 17, 29, 6, 12, and 28. And then I will put the order in for you and have it shipped directly to you. All right. Let's see. You're welcome, Terry. Okay, so it looks like everybody has their numbers, and it looks like we are ready to get started. So we're going to start with the first project, and let me just double check, make sure, because I know somebody just paid to get in here. I want to make sure everybody is on my list. Yes. Oh, thank you for the reminder. Please make sure you are on live chat, not top chat. So live chat is at the top of the chat, just the drop down. Okay, that's not a hole in my shirt. This is one of those athletic shirts. I always, when I'm doing my hair, I go, oh no. So make sure you are on live chat. And then make sure if you are joining late, I'm telling you this now because we're going to start doing the bingos and such, pull the bar at the bottom all the way over so that you're in current time, because you want to be in current time for your bingos, so that you can make sure you're putting the right one. So thanks, Dolores. Yvette, your numbers. 5, 7, 11, 20, and 24. All right, do I have everybody else has their numbers, it looks like. Okay, so I'll ask one more time before we start bingo, make sure everybody's caught up, has their numbers and everything, but let's get crafting. So, let me just I want to make sure your goodies aren't in here so that you don't see what they are. So let's get busy. So you're going to receive a bag like this, and so when you pull it out, you're going to have project 1, and I decided to start putting the November 2022 bingo. It's really small, but it'll be on there. That way when you guys, I get a lot of questions. This one, of course, I did backwards because I did it when I got back from on stage, and then I was like, oh, wrong way. Anyway, I get a lot of questions when people go back to your projects and you don't remember what month they are, or anything. One of the clues is look at the date on the mailing label. That'll probably help you. But I'm going to try to remember to start adding a little label there on what it is, so you remember which bingo to go back to look at. Okay, so let's pull out project number 1. All right, so we are going to open this up. And I put them all 3 in different envelopes. Be really careful because I had to cattywampus each envelope, each project different ways. So make sure you don't have any of your pearls or anything hanging out in your bag. So make sure you get that taken care of, okay? And then let's go with number 1. So we're going to start with this one, and I put them in order. The colors are going to give it away, so see how they're a little bit different. So this is number 1, 2, and 3. So we'll just set those aside and go to project 1. So here is project 1. Okay, so we have your envelope and your card. Super simple. It's just really easy. I used this Lights Aglow paper for a lot of stuff. Make sure you get your little pearls out and your card base. Okay, so here's your card base. Let's make sure we get it out. Okay, and then our envelope. So the first thing you're going to do is the long piece is going to be your envelope. So I'm just going to set that aside. The next one is I'm going to bring my glue in here. And the next one is we're just going to start putting this together. Super simple. Just look at the example here. We're going to take the gold and put our DSP right on top of the gold. And I, of course, like on gold to use glue. I want to make sure it gets in there and stays really well. If you use seal, it works, but to me, I just really like the idea of knowing that your glue is getting in the crevices and it's going to hold your paper really good. So I put a decent amount on there. And I have to say that this, I am getting a lot of shine from this gold on my eyes. I'm going to have to hold it up a little bit. I'm getting a lot of bling. All right, so there is your first layer. And you can go ahead and put it on your card because now we're going to be doing a little bit of stamping. All right, so make sure your card base is straight. Now these are the note cards out of the Memories and More. So I think next month we're going to have the bigger cards. We're going to use some bigger cards and make some larger cards. So next month is going to be anything from the regular catalog. I will not be doing Christmas in December. I think at this point everybody's kind of ready for their Christmas cards. They know what they want. And so I'm going to be doing some cards probably mostly for birthdays because that's, you know, let's start the new year. Let's have some cards ready to go. So that looks good. So we're going to go ahead and adhere this on here. And I will use seal for that. Oops, hello. I was just doing a bunch of seal for another big project, so. All right, so I know it works. And I like it to go down. To me, this reminds me of ribbon or, you know, garland or anything. So I like the ribbon down. Right, Robin? I love this paper. Okay, so I'm going to go to the very bottom and then go to the top. Okay, so there we go. I started at the very bottom, go to the top. It's going to be the size of the full card. Okay, now we're going to stamp our image here. And you can choose red or cherry cobbler, whichever one you want. And I believe on this one I used cherry cobbler. So let's pull that one out. I used the Merry Christmas. These are the two stamp sets. The Brightest Glow, which is the sentiments, and then the Handmade Wishes. And the Handmade Wishes comes with this punch also. It's a really cute set. But I just love this Merry Christmas right here in this set. So this is what we used. And I'm going to pull it over here and right in front of me so I can stick my head in here. Now, you can see you don't really want to look at the top because it's not straight. But if you look at the Christmas, it's nice and straight. So look at that as opposed to your up against your line on the bottom. So just make sure you're within the top and the bottom. And then just look at your word on the bottom and you should have a pretty straight image there. Let me get my trusty handy dandy Kirkland baby wipes. I like Kirkland baby wipes, which are from Costco, because there's no lint. They do not have lint. They're the best. And you can order online. If you know somebody with a Costco card, you can get them like that. It'll be so great having 12. Yeah, and these cards are great because they're perfect to just add inside a little gift. You know, you have a gift bag, so it's kind of not a tag, but not a big card either, but it's a cute little card if you're going to be doing something with coworkers and exchanging gifts or whatever. I'm trying to reach my dimensionals here. With your coworkers or whatever, you'll already have some. All right, so I'm going to take the larger dimensionals and I'm just going to put 3 right across. All right. And then there's a couple ways you could do this. You could have added seal across and then put your ribbon on, or you could add seal on your card base and put it there. So it really doesn't matter. Just kind of get an idea of where you want to put your ribbon. So I'm just wanting to get my seal here going. And then just kind of figure out, this is about the center. All right, and then you're just going to start your ribbon down like this, come across like this, and then back up like that. Okay, so just kind of put it on there. There's really no rhyme or reason. Just kind of go up and down, give it a little bit of a, just add some fun in the background there. And then I just eyeball it. You can look at your loops right here, so kind of get an idea of, you know, where your loop here and your little loop here is, and just kind of get an idea where you want to put that. And then I just like to press those down just a little bit and make that your main focus. And then we're going to take our little pearls and just kind of put them wherever you want them. And of course, it's nice to put them in a triangle so you can kind of see where your main focus is. Oh, Terry, I think so too. There is another very pretty one, and it is on Hope and Peace, and it's a Merry Christmas also that I think is really pretty. Oh, Gloria, we were there last night at Costco. It was a zoo. You are right. Okay, so funny story really quickly. My husband and I had to go to Costco and last night, but we also had to go to the Tuck store because his work is doing a prom theme Christmas party. So we're doing a prom theme. So I'm pretty excited about it because he thinks I'm totally nuts. I'm like, nope, you're going to rent a tux. We're going to do the whole thing. I went to prom. He did not. He had a girlfriend, which turned into be his first wife. And I said, yeah, I wouldn't have let you get away with not going to prom. But she apparently it didn't bother her or whatever. And so this is his first prom. So I said, we're doing a tux. We're doing the whole thing. I have a gown. So this should be fun. And so that's what we got to do last night. Uh-oh, look what I just did. Okay, slowly take it off. I have my adhesive. I don't need this anymore, and I think that's what's throwing me. I need this to be nice and flat. So we're going to start on the other side because I already messed that up. So I just go right to the corner just because that's less cutting on the edge. And then go all the way. Oh, look at what I'm doing tonight. What a mess. Okay, slowly pull it up. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble tonight. All right, here we go. There we go. So work with it on this end first. There we go. And then this will fall in. So I was kind of trying to do it this way, but that's okay. All right, then take your scissors, and I prefer my larger scissors. And if you get glue on it like I did, just use your little eraser. Okay, better keep that handy, right? Well, I'm just going to do the one envelope for you guys, and I could do the rest later. Anyway, make it faster because we're doing 12 projects, right? I know my East Coast people want to go to sleep tonight. All right, so that's what you do. Just start it from the top. It's easier. And then just curve around. There you go. And then there's your pretty envelope with your card right there. So that is card number 1. All right. So we will set that aside. I'm going to make a pile over here. Okay, so card number 2 is this one here. All right, so really pretty. They're so fun. There's my little rhinestones. My pearls and my bow. So put your bow aside. All right, here is this and my envelope. We'll put that aside. I'll do one more so you can see that I know what I'm doing. And then let's get our Merry Christmas in here. And now we're going to use Evening Evergreen. So same thing. Just kind of follow that bottom line. Hopefully my head's not in the way. Oh boy, can somebody do that for me, please? I'll show you pictures when we do them. Hi, Olivia. What are you laughing at? All right, this one's super simple. I'm gonna take this off because we're gonna use it again. Let me see if I can report and then delete. Oh, I guess I can't remove that one. Oh, it looks like you guys are removing some, so that's good. All right, thanks you guys. Okay, so great, Terry, that's fantastic. Thanks you guys, I appreciate it. All right, so again, super simple. Take your card base, and we are out of the Lights Aglow paper. It just went like crazy, and I think I bought half of it, I'm sure, because I have, I used it with so much that you guys will see when you get your little card inside, as I used everything I could to use this paper up. So I have a ton. but it's not the last you'll see of it. All right. So yeah, so I think for December's bingo, we're going to do annual catalog. For a couple reasons. I can't use the new items because I can't send it to you anyway. You're not going to get to be able to purchase until January. So January will be all new items. But we are going to have some great cards in December. All right. I haven't picked a day yet, so be looking for that. I was going to try and get that done today, but I did not. Because I need to figure out my month is a little crazy. All right. So we're going to put this right here. And just eyeball it. It's wherever you want to put it. We're going to take glue dots. This is how quick and easy this is. All right, put your bow on here. I should have done this before I did the bow, but that's okay. We're going to be decorating, putting our tree up this weekend. Again, start at the bottom. Go right up to the top there. There you go. Now let's put our little pearl. I keep saying rhinestones or whatever they're pearls, festive pearls, which I love these. Just put them where you want. And that is that one. Okay, let's try this again. Let's see how not crazy I am. So I like to put something underneath. I'm going to do seal. I like to make sure I get it right on the edge, and then this part I'm not as, stickler, and then I want to make sure I get it at the top edge there. Okay, at the top edge, so that it stays up there very well. All right, now we're going to remove this. We're going to try this again. Then I'm going to take this and go all the way. I like this big star, so I'm going to put this up in this way. So go in the corner, right there, and now go down this way. There you go. See, there we go, much better. And so you guys can do the rest. I won't keep doing envelopes because you guys can figure that part out. If you're just signing on, make sure you are on live chat, not top chat. And even if you're on, sometimes I just double check because it never fails that I do end up, it switches on us. So there we go. So there are your cards. Lost my envelope already on this one. Where did it go? Okay, that's okay. So there we go. There's our envelope right here. So we'll just keep this one here. So that's 1, 2. And then number 3 is this one. Oh, here's my envelope right here. And then this one here is this card. We're going to change it up a little bit. Same thing. All right, we're going to take our long piece again, put it with the envelope, set it aside. I can do those later, but you know how to do them. And now let's take our card. So this one, I made it just a little more simple. You can definitely add glitter to it if you'd like. Okay, but I did not. We're going to take this, we're going to add this on it. I just kind of tried to change it up a little here and there. Maybe this is, a card that somebody that you just don't want to do a lot of bling, but it's still Christmassy and just kind of eyeball it, put it there in the middle, right about there. Okay, so there's that. Here's our ribbon. Now here's our sentiment. Uh-oh, where's my little gold? Okay, they're right here. Don't let them sneak away on you. Okay, so put them right there. All right, so now here's our sentiment. We're going to use "To You and Yours This Christmas." So we're going to put that kind of in the middle. And we used cherry cobbler again. All right, so this one you're going to put right in the middle. And again, this Christmas is nice and straight, so use that to line up and you'll get it pretty good. So these little cards can be used as cards on gift. Yeah, Gloria, I think they're definitely perfect for that. And you have the little envelopes. You can just attach them on top or stick them in the bag. But they also are fine for mailing. All right, so this one, I'm just going to eyeball it. Okay, so for you and yours this Christmas, mine's a tiny bit crooked, but that's okay. You can always cut this out of a piece of paper and do it in the Stamparatus or something. All right, so there's that. And that is cherry cobbler. And now we're going to bring in Evening Evergreen. And I'm going to bring in this little, it's right here from the Handmade Wishes, and we're going to do the little leaves there. Now what I did on this first one, there's 2 leaves. And so what I did is I did one this way and one this way. But this time I decided, oh, my little pearls coming off. This one I decided I want one side up and one side down. So we're going to go up over here just to add a little bit different. We're going to go up right here. Okay, and then just turn it, and we're going to go down right there. Okay, so I just decided to do it, excuse me, a little bit different this time. And then we're going to take our dimensionals, and we're going to do I do 4 because this is kind of a long sentiment. I want to make sure. Oops, hello. All right. Thanks, Terry. Yeah, I did. I saw them both going downwards, and I was like, oh, I want to do something to have it go up. So we're going to take our bow. Okay, and then you're just going to cross it over like this. Okay, and you can always trim it down or whatever you want. I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive. This one is just not wanting to work. Where's my other one? Do a little bit of adhesive right there. I don't have my backings off yet. I'm just going to kind of see where the middle is for me, and I'm good with that. We're going to go right about here. Okay. So right about there, and this one's a little wiggly, and that's okay, and we're going to trim those. Let's take these off. All right, I'm going to just line this up on a line somewhere, and just kind of drop it right about there. So I'm just looking at the dots ahead to see, kind of make sure that that's lined up enough. And then I'm going to cut these. So there's one. And there's one. So there are those. And now we're going to put our little, the gold festive pearls on. Okay, so then there's your other one. And then of course here's your envelope, so we won't worry about the envelope later. I'll do those later. So there's that. So those are cards 1, 2, and 3 for project 1. I'm going to try and clean up here a little bit. All right, so see, quick and easy, but they just look like a lot with all the glimmer and the pretty little gold on the ribbon and the gold in the paper. So pretty. I haven't done it yet there. Oh, Dolores, you will. Just keep trying. Good grief, I lost all and had to delete everything and come back on. Only missed one card thing. Oh, Dolores, good thing there's a rerun. You can watch it. All right, so does anybody have any questions for your numbers or anything? Is anybody ready? Everybody ready to play our bingo? Thanks, Carol. Thanks, Gloria, Deborah. So those are cards number 1, 2, and 3. So we'll just set these aside. I have buckets over here of, I still have, I made some extra cards and then I actually ended up having some extra pieces. So I thought, well, I'm just going to go ahead and I made some more kits up. So I think I have 4 kits left if anybody is interested. There's a link below and you can pay there. And make sure you just give me your numbers. Let's see. Oh, is everybody, can you hear the video okay, everybody? Is it not loud enough? Oh, thanks, Terry. All right. Looks like everybody's ready. Everybody has their numbers and we are ready to go. You guys can hear me okay. Okay, perfect. You know, sometimes when I turn off my computer all the way, like when I went to on stage, I just turned it all the way off and left it off. Well, sometimes it seems a little low tonight. Huh. I'm not sure why. Okay, everybody can hear me. Okay, good. Yeah, make sure not only your volume on your computer is up, but on your YouTube too. There's a volume on there too. So make sure both of them are, you know, at the level that you like. All right, let's get going and win a bingo. Okay, bingo number 1, number 1, number 22. Again, I'll go a little fast for the first few numbers so that we're not sitting here all night, right? 20. Aw, thanks, Debbie. Nancy Lee, this is the very first bingo. We're just starting. Very first one. Oh, okay, Dolores. Number 1. All right, we've got some B's already. Yes, good luck, everybody. Okay, the next number. I guess I should have had something Christmassy and not Valentine, huh? 23. 30. All right, so we have a BI from Leslie. I'm guessing you need a 21 then, huh? All right, here we go. Number 10. Ooh, Steph has a BI. All right, next one's 27. Number 9. All right, Deborah has a BI. Stephanie Perry has a BI, and Leslie has BI. And Lisa now has a BI. Olivia's on the board. Ooh, Perry has a BIN and Leslie has a BIN. Good job. Dana BI, Roxanne BI. Oh, 21. BIN for Patricia and Roxanne. Ooh, Leslie, BING. All right, let me shake these up. See if I can find a magic number. 12. I know I need to slow down a little bit because you guys are getting close and we've got that time lapse due to the closed captions, so bear with me. See, on screen I just turned the 12, so I just want to make sure. Perry has a BING. Angela, Deborah, BIN now. Carrie with the BI. All right. Darlene with the BI. 13. 13. All right. Hi, Mary. I saw that you were on a cruise. I hope you're having fun. Number 7. Patricia now has a BING. Lots of BINs. Ooh, Angela now with the BING. You guys are doing good. All right, lots of people are doing really good. Here we go. 18. 18. Judy with a BING. Gloria with the BIN. Kathy's on the board now. All right. I just put the 18 down. Jackie has the BING. All right, here we go. Linda's on with a B now. Number 14. You guys, I'm going to have to switch out my cards because these end colors are going to go away. I got a few months left. Judy has a bingo. Let's see. Let's see, Judy. Oh, Judy does not have a bingo. Okay. She said, whoops, I'm not checking. All right, everybody keep going. No, she doesn't. Roxanne has a BING. All right, we're still going. Okay, so here we are. We're still going. Next number, 16. 16. Dorothy with the BI. I can say from personal experience at the bingo hall, if you end up with the BI and you've got people on BING, it doesn't matter because that person can come up and win the whole thing when I'm sitting there with one more number needed. I saw your pictures today, Mary. They were awesome. Number 4. I'm jealous, jealous. Number 4. Ooh, Lisa has a BIN. Shelly BI. All right. Getting a lot of people with 4s. I don't see a bingo, so I'm going to keep going. Number 8. Cheryl, I sent you a couple of emails because I have you as registered, but you haven't paid. So if you want to pay, I can add you in the rest of the bingos. This is our first bingo here. Okay, let's see. I'm looking. BING for Pamela. BING for Judy. All right. Carol with a BIN. All right, next number. 25. Ooh, Tammy has a BI now. And Cheryl, if you see something differently, let me know. But I double checked and I didn't see anything anywhere. But I do have your registration. All right, Dana has a BIN. Yay, congratulations, Laura. Laura got married today and she's in Vegas. 17 is next. $17. Oh, 56th cruise. That's awesome. I love cruises. All right, Dorothy. She has a BING and Denise is on. Does Judy have a bingo now? Let's see. Boy, you're just waiting for that. All right, so we have 7, 13, 21, 27, and 17. Yes, Judy has a bingo. Great job. Cheryl, if you want to pay now, you can, because you were registered, you could do the rest of the bingos. This is the first one. So it's up to you. All right, congratulations. Is there anybody else? All right, Judy, great job. So my email for those of you that will be winning is marcie@marciebeseckerdesigns.com. And you can go through the catalog, see what you want. Remember, right now is the sale, so if you want to get it in by the 18th, you guys can get the some sale items. You are not able to purchase the new items, even if you are a demonstrator, because I have already purchased my quota of everything. So it will have to be the main catalog or the holiday catalog if it is still available. So keep that in mind. I'm trying to look here. You have got to be kidding me. Oh, congratulations. Okay. So, yay, only that one bingo. Congratulations, Judy. So now I'm going to mix them all up. All right. That's for next bingo. Okay, so we are going to go on to our packet number 2. Oh, I got to write this down. Hold on. I got to write Judy's win down or I will not remember. Yay, Judy. Okay. So project number 2. I'm laughing because I'm digging in my pile. All right, so here we go. Project number 2. Let's get busy on this. Remember, if you joined in late, you want to make sure your live chat is on at the top, not top chat. So make sure that is fixed. All right, again, it's going to say November, bingo, and then project number 2. Okay, and it says November 2022. That way, just in case you have that. We'll set this aside, and this is our first project. Look how cute this project is. Isn't that adorable? So this one is with the punch. Such a fun card. And I'm going to eyeball it, but I'm going to suggest to you, if you are doing this at home, why don't you take, this is the circle one, which we're going to get to, but take the punch and punch out this piece on a piece of paper, and then you can always put this in your Stamparatus, because I did send you these, okay? And so you can take and stamp directly on them, or you can create yourself a template and then put your vanilla piece in there and use it. The other thing you can do is, if you don't have this Handmade Wishes, find sentiments that fit in there. You can always add a little leaf on there. You know, you can decorate it however you'd like. But you might, want to use the black and the cherry cobbler, or, whatever works for you to create your project. So we're going to put this piece aside with the envelope and not worry about that. But I don't know where my envelope, you know what, actually, let's see. I think I made another envelope somewhere and I've lost this envelope. So we'll just do this. So we're gonna have to do one envelope anyway, so we'll do that one. And then let's go ahead and add our pieces on. So let's fold our card base. All right, we have our bow. Okay, where's our little, let me make sure I'm not losing my little pieces here. Here we go. I like to put them in a spot right next to my logo there so I don't lose them. All right, so let's go ahead and take our piece and add it to the card base so we can put that aside. And it's easier to move one piece out of the way than a bunch of pieces, so I like to put these kinds of things together right away. This one's going to leave a slight border around the outside, okay? So when you look at it, see, it's got just a slight border around the outside. So when you're putting your paper on, just kind of keep that in mind. I like to hold both edges and just kind of get a little idea of how much space I have around. So there's that. Let's stamp this next. We can go ahead and adhere this. And we did this with dimensionals also. So I'm going to do one in the middle because we're going to be layering up in the middle, right? So you want to make sure that top part is up. 60 years, wow. Thanks, Terry. Oh, Nasa, you can't hear me either. There's a couple people that can't hear me and everybody else can hear me fine. So I'm sorry, I'm not sure why. My volume thing is going all the way to the top. So as I'm talking, there's like a little graph thing and it goes all the way up. So I'm not sure why you can't. All right, so let's go ahead and add this. I think some of you will get squares, some of you will get circles. It really doesn't matter. We're just adding a little bit of fun in the back there. So just kind of center it the best you can and put that on there. And now we're going to go ahead and stamp with this. Now I'm going to stamp without a Stamparatus. We're just going to go for it. And so I'm using cherry cobbler. So this should be fun. So I'm going to angle this I'm going to do it sideways, not diagonal, even though we're going to do it diagonal because that's how I put it on my block. And we are just going to do the best we can. I'm trying to eyeball it here to see if I can get my... All right, no judgment because I'm not using my Stamparatus. I just turned my closed captions on to see what you were saying. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I'm not sure, guys, why it's not. It seems going like it's hitting red over here. All right, so we're going to take this off, and that is not close whatsoever. So let's try that again. All right, we're going to try this again. We're just going to go for it. Hope that it's closer. I would do this on a Stamparatus if I were you guys, but there we go. I didn't want to take the time to worry about that because there's a lot of this kind of stamping with different pieces, and I didn't want to have to keep setting it up. So this is good enough, and I will lightly put these on and then replace them. All right, so I'm going to put my stone on that one, so we're going to go this way. And we're going to stamp our Merry Christmas. And I put them together on one stamp. You could break them up into two and place them on there if you'd like. For bingo purposes, we're just going to go through it, and you guys can do it what works best for you. All right, so I'm going to take Christmas and try to go right through the middle and make that as centered as possible. So right through the middle of the circles there. All right, and then we're going to add dimensionals to this. Ignore my lovely stamping on the back. It would have probably taken me a whole minute to try and get that just right. So you guys would have been sitting here thinking, wow, can't she just hurry up and stamp that? No, apparently not. All right, so those are done, but don't forget to add your ribbon. So I'm going to set that aside. Let's bring our gold. We got to add some more bling in here, right? I'm going to add glue to this, or adhesive to that. It just needs to go straight down the middle. And then just kind of lay it. I'm going to bring it over this way a little more. So you just have like an 1/8 of an inch on each side of your ribbon. This I've already taken off, so let's go ahead and center that. If you look at these right here, these go flat right here on both sides. And if those are kind of parallel to this right there, you'll be good. All right, we're going to add our gold festive pearls. I'm going to put one right over that boo-boo. And the other one down here. And then we're going to take our, as soon as we find our glue dots, and we're going to add our bow right in the middle. Look how pretty that is. Not pretty? Okay, so let me see. Hold on. I just turned my cat. Okay, these are such cute cards. I love your cards. Thank you. Oh, thanks, you guys. I appreciate it. Hi, Tracy. Your numbers, yes. 1, 3, 16, 22, and 30. The banner, you guys, is from oh gosh, which is that set? The fall set. Oh man, I want to say Adorn or Door, something like that. Hold on, I'll look. It's a die. I cut it a while ago, so give me a second. Oh, Autumn Bouquet. Is that the right one? Let me see. Yeah, so that's it. Autumn Bouquet. It's this one right here. So I just loved it to add that little extra on there. Thanks, you guys. Let's see the banner. Where's the gold ribbon from? Is it a, okay, there we go. Another bow, Marcie. It's a good thing you are a master at bow making. Okay, so the little bows, you guys, I don't make those with my fingers because obviously I don't have tiny fingers. So I use this 10-second bow maker. And you just take this out and put it in at the size of bow you want. And she is actually a demonstrator, and I think her husband makes these. So just look up 10-second bow maker. It makes fantastic tiny little bows. So for little bows like that. So that's where I get that. And like I said, she's a demonstrator. I think her husband makes those. So it's a I think it's only like, I think it's under $15. I can't remember. So check that out. It's awesome. So anyway, there you go. Card number 1. So we won't worry about an envelope on that because, you know, set that aside. Okay, card number 2 is this card. So same kind of idea, a little bit different. All right. I feel like my paper's going all wonky. Oh, perfect, Carol. Yeah, my husband was going to too. And when I told him how much it was, he's like, oh, just buy it. Okay, so here we are. Here's that. Here's our little 1, 1. Don't lose it. One little gold one. All right, so here's our envelope. Put that there. Let's do our card. I'm laughing because I have dimensionals backings all over my lap. All right, so again, these cards are a little bit smaller than the note cards. So I wanted to make them kind of like little cards to drop in gifts, or there's a couple you'll see are a little bit different for something else, and I'll tell you that in a minute. All right, so let's go ahead and start with this. We're going to glue our 2 panels together. So I use liquid glue for that. My granddaughter is into reading. She's 7 and she loves to read. And so my husband and I went to Costco last night to look for gifts and do food shopping, but we always go look at Christmas time, see what they have, because they have such great things. And they had the whole book set of Nancy Drew. And so it says 9 to 12. So I thought, well, that might be a good age. And so we bought, it's like book 1 through 10, 11 through 20, 21 through 30. So we bought those. I said, you know what? We'll give her a box for Christmas. And then in February, we'll give her a box for her birthday. And then we'll have the last box. We'll give it to her probably Christmas again, because it's going to take her a little while to get through those. But if she's even ready to read that level. But I think she's close because she's ahead in her reading. Okay, so of course I like to do it towards the bottom. My bow maker is called 10, I think it's 10-second bow maker. I think that's her website, 10-second bow maker. Just type that in and you'll find it. So yeah, Dana, with my hands too, is just keep your hands really close together, even just for the fluffier bows like these. Just keep your hands, you know, fairly close together, because I have bigger hands too, and just, you know, kind of try to make it smaller if you can, because, you know, then they come out fine. But yeah, sometimes I try to make the bigger ones too. It depends on what ribbon it is and what I'm using it for. Oh, I love Nancy Drew too. When I was young, I liked to read too, so I was excited when I saw those. Oh, I'm glad you guys like them. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our dimensionals again on here. I'm finding dimensionals. Okay. I don't know if I put one in the center on the last card, but why not? All right, so we're going to put this in. And again, just, you might have a circle, you might get a square. I don't know. I just grabbed a package right out of the bucket here that I have over here. So, all right, so just add that on there. Let's do some adhesive. And you could put it right across here, or you could put it on the ribbon. It doesn't matter, because you're going to cover that up anyway. So just kind of, again, a little bit inside on both sides. Okay, like that. Let's see what we can do, how I can mess this one up. All right, so we're going to do the green on the outside first. And this one is just this, without making a template, this one's, you know, you saw. It's a little hard to do. So I would highly suggest using your punch, make yourself a template, put it in your Stamparatus. But we're just going to go for it, and it's going to be beautiful. And if not, we're going to pretend, because it's not, I can tell you right now, but it's close. It'll do. All right, so we're going to go with that. We're going to take this with our cherry cobbler. All right, so I'm deciding, because this one's a little wonky, so I think I'm going to just put that one to the left so that we can put our tree, because we're going to have a focus at the bottom. We're going to do it this way. The tree is going to be at the bottom as kind of a focal point, and so we're just going to go like this. You want to do Christmas in the middle, so that's what we're looking at. So when you put your 2 stamp sets on here, just kind of put them in, you know, the best you can to, you know, center it all. And you can put them close or do them separate if you want. I think that's how I did it the first time. And then once I figured out what I wanted to do, I realized I could just put these on the same stamp. So it's whatever you want to do. Okay. All right, now we're going to go back to, we're going to go to Evening Evergreen and do a little tree. Once I find the little tree that I figured out. I did not. So here's our little tree. So let's get our tree and just put it right at the bottom. All right, there's our tree. And then we're going to put our little gold gem on top of our tree. And we'll put our dimensionals. And this one I don't feel that we need to put one in the middle because it's small enough and we're not putting anything on top of it. Oh, Gloria, making a template is something like this. So we're going to be doing some circles. So I would suggest you cut out the same die cut if you have it, which this one would be this one right here. And then when you go to stamp your sentiments, you can put this in your Stamparatus, put the little piece of paper in there that I send to you, and then you can stamp your images there. I would do the same with your punch. Punch it out in the middle of a piece of paper like this, and then you can always leave this in that stamp set and then pull it out when you need it, even, you know, this one, and then put it in your Stamparatus and align your die up, and then that way your stamping comes out, you know, fine. Like this one is just too crazy, but it's all right. You guys know how to take these off, right? So I'm going to put them on now. Again, look at those lines on the sides. How you want to take this off, if I redo this, I'm going to take my scissors and go like this and cut the dimensionals. don't try and pull it up because it's going to bend your paper and it's going to be a mess. So if you just go in and cut all your dimensionals, and then this comes out nice and neat, turn it over on a flat surface and you can just rub your dimensionals off and then take the dimensionals off your project, and then you can restamp a new one and put it on. It'll be just like new. So that is number 2. So we're just going to put this one because it's got an envelope. And now number 3. So here is number 3. Again, we've got some fun gold. Get your little pearls out there. Okay, so here is going to be for your envelope. So we'll put that here. Okay. All right, so here's your card piece. Deborah, that is the smart thing to do. Walk away. If I'm working on a project and it's just not working, I will just walk away, and just the next day when I come back in, then I re-evaluate what I was working on, and don't throw it away, because sometimes it's definitely fixable. Or, you know, I've done that with watercoloring. I go, oh, this is just awful. Instead of, oh, don't forget your star. Instead of throwing it away, just walk away and then come back the next day, and then you're like, oh, it dried really pretty. Or it's a perfect, the watercoloring, what you could do is you could die cut words, or die cut leaves or whatever on it. There's always, you can use it for something. Okay, so you're going to notice here, see how little this tree is? And this one is so much bigger. So you want to make sure is, when you put these together, you're going to cut that bottom part off, okay? So let's go ahead and glue these together now. So what I do is I just put your glue, I like to go down the edges, and then in between where all those holes are, okay? And then you're going to go here, you're going to see spots that, you know, you can put glue. And then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're probably going to cut off right at that spot. So that's right about, I even went a little lower, which is fine. So let's put our glue on. And you just look at the edges. That's the easiest thing to do. Look at the edges, right along on your edges right here. Make sure, oh, see what I did? Make sure that they all line up. Pick it up. Align them the best you can. You want to see the gold through it. You don't really want to see it on the outside. So just kind of line it up the best you can. All right, so right about there. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is where you're going to go. This is way, see, it goes off your card. So this one right here is where I'm going to go. I'm going to make sure they're all aligned fine. And then I like a larger pair of scissors, but you could take a smaller pair and then just kind of round it right there. Okay, so just kind of round. You can see right here I didn't round it quite enough. I'm going to put this back up, and you can wait for them to dry. It's the easiest, but since I'm kind of not, I don't have time to do that. So, all right, so just kind of make sure you get it right where you want it, and let them dry, and then give them a cut across. All right, so there we go. This is just trash. All right, now we're going to take our star, and the 2 longer ones go horizontal. I just put it in the middle, the glue, and then you could use a glue dot or something if you wanted. And I just put it on there. Make sure it's all the way to the top. You don't want the white to show behind at the top. You want the gold to be at the top. All right, so we're going to set that aside and let that dry. And now let's go to our stamping. And this tiny heart right here, I noticed forgot. Again, this is that great set, the Handmade Wishes, which I almost didn't get. The only reason I got it is because it has a punch. And I'm so glad I got it because it's got all these cute little elements on here. So boy, that's dirty. So I'm going to use that. Okay, I got to clean this. Sorry. We're just going to switch. Switch. All right, here we go. Took the tree off. All right, that's better. Okay, let's see. Here we go. To you and yours this Christmas, we're using Evening Evergreen. So the same thing. This Christmas is flat. Use that. So can you imagine you just get all of these all done, ready to go, and now you've got all these cute cards to just so quickly go take care of. And you have some cards. Just kind of get it in the middle. All right, there you go. Mine's a little high, but that's okay. All right, and now we're going to do our little hearts and cherry cobbler. And I'm just going to go right on each side of the rest of the sentiment here at the bottom that this Christmas. Okay, so it just kind of adds, I like adding two different colors on labels, especially when it's a simple card. You've just got, you know, a few things on there, and this just kind of adds that little pop of color with the red on there. So we're definitely going to add this with dimensionals. So if you guys have an idea of what you would like to see in December's bingo, it's going to be the main catalog. We're focusing on the main catalog. I think we've all done a lot of Christmas here, and I think everybody's probably pretty much has the plan for their Christmas cards. So I've decided, you know what, let's do the annual catalog. There's so many amazing things in there that we haven't gotten to yet, so I'm going to play with that a little bit more. So if there's a stamp set in there that you're thinking of getting on this sale, or something you have that you haven't used yet, let me know. And we'll see what we can come up with. I have some great ideas for some different folds and some different projects, but not sure what stamp set yet. All right, so we're just going to put this right about there. There's the little tiny lines on these stars on here, so I'm just lining that star right up, straight up, so you know it's not kind of angled. And then we're going to take this off. Super easy. And then we're going to just put this right across. Oh, see? You might just double check all your little pieces. Make sure I got all the little threads out. And right about there. And now let's put our little red pearls on. All right, so there's another card. Quick and simple. Yeah, I don't have one for December yet. I haven't chose one yet. It'll be a Wednesday. It's probably going to be the 14th is my guess. Right off the top of my head, I'm guessing the 14th. Because I have a party on the 15th and I have a party on the 17th. Okay, so there are, that's our third card. I'm going to put that one. It has an envelope, so we can see that later. Let's see. Okay, I've got to move some things here for it's getting crazy. put those there. All right. Is everybody ready for a bingo? Bingo, bingo. I think it's time for everybody to take a drink. Get your tea out that you had. Oh, good, Lisa. Yeah, the best thing to do to get motivated is think of a project you need to do. If it's Christmas cards, if it's a birthday card, or if you think, I want to sit down and make a group of birthday cards so I have them so they're ready, which is what I'm thinking about December's bingos. So that way we can get ready and, have those ready for next year. Will Stampin' Up! Have the summer to winter mini catalog? I believe there will be a mini catalog, if I'm remembering right, but there will not be celebration. There's just celebration in January through February. So that's that. Yeah, I think there will be a catalog. If I'm remembering correctly, there will be a catalog, but not a celebration. All right, so let's get ready for bingo. So this is bingo number 2. Number 3. I'm going to check my phone real quick and see if the 14th works. Let me see. December. Oh, that's the day after I get my teeth in. Let's see. All right, let me grab a number. Number 16. So yeah, I think December the 14th, I'm going to put down bingo. And I'll get a registration and everything done by this weekend. Yeah, it is one celebration. It's only going to be in January, February. Thanks, Dana. September to December. That's right. Thank you, guys. 23. Because Laura, there's a lot of times that the big catalog, we have that annual catalog and we don't really get time to play with that one. And, you're going from mini catalog to mini catalog. And this way it gives everybody time to use the annual catalog. So, 7. So they decided to shorten those up a bit to give us more time with the annual. Lots of B's. Number 6. Oh, we got some BIs. Tracy, Angela, BIN from Angela. All right, let me find my project 3 here. I gotta reach for it. Make sure I have it ready to go. They're having online sales 3 times a year. Yes, they will be announcing new items sporadically. Number 9. Correct, Laura. Number 5. Yeah, there's so many pretty things in the annual catalog, and it's really hard to get back to the annual catalog when everybody wants to see the current new stuff in the mini catalogs. So this way we can get back to using that. There's so many amazing things in the large catalog. So that'll be nice. 25. All right, quite a few BIs. There was a BIN from Angela, I think. Oh, and Crystal. Good job. Jackie, were you in Anaheim? I think you were in Anaheim. I was so overwhelmed with all the names on the back of swaps and organized swaps and general swaps, and I got to meet Dana. That was fun. Number 1. Oh, Dana has a BIN. I think Jackie and I chatted. Birthday cards sound like a super idea. Yeah, I remember meeting you, Jackie. And we swapped. I have like several of your cards. One of my favorites is from you. I don't remember which one, but I'll have to pull it out on another video. 18. Yeah, Terry, I think so too. Start out the new year. Let's get some birthday cards. I'll do a masculine one for sure. And then I'll do, I have some other ideas for some. All right, BI's BIN Tracy. Okay, 30. Linda has a BIN. Leslie. I will miss the celebration. Oh, Laura, I know, but I think they're going to have some fun things sporadically, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so Dana and Tracy both have a BING. Okay, let's shake it up then. Get something good. 24. 24. My husband's like, are you really going to do bingo after you just came back from on stage and you were so busy with swaps and just everything? And I'm like, yep, it's my favorite thing to do, but I got a lot of it done before I left, so I was smart with that. Ooh, Stephanie, BING. They will have celebration each year. Yeah. Thank you, Roxanne. Oh, Linda, BING. Oh, this must be an important one. 19. 19. It's funny watching myself on the screen throwing the card. All right, Crystal has a BING. Deborah, Cheryl. All right, next one, 8. Right, Laura? I think it'll be nice because it gives everybody a little more chance to work with the main catalog. All right, some BIs coming up. All right, here we go. Number 4. Number 4. All right. Next one is 28. Oh, Judy has a bingo. Let's check. All right. Now remember, everybody, you can only win bingo one time, so just so you know that. It was in the rules, but I should have mentioned it at the beginning. All right, Judy, 4, 8, 18, 23, and 24. Congratulations, Judy, got a bingo. Yay. So let me put this down here. Judy, where'd you go? Here we go, number 2. Yay, congratulations, Judy. So the same thing, my email is marcie@marciebeseckerdesigns.com. Send me your list. And remember, everybody, if you'd like to, it would obviously help my business, but if you want to go to 150 for your order, I pay 100 of it, then that's going to give you your celebration items. And right now there's a great sale going on. So this is the time I always say, if you need those extra dies, like the, like the scalp contour dies or anything that you use the dies a lot of, those are perfect to double up on and get a second set, because that's something you'll be using a lot. Or maybe there's a stamp set that, you like that you want to double up on, or one that you're thinking of getting and you didn't get it. So that's it. It's just Judy. That's all I see. Congratulations, Judy. Yay. Shaking again. I just toss them in. All right. Are we ready for project envelope number 3? Here we go. Number 3, everybody. Oh, Carol Ann, thank you. A thumbs up, you guys, would be awesome. I would really appreciate that. All right, so envelope number 3 you're going to get, it says project 3. There's 3 projects in each envelope, okay? So make sure you pull that envelope out. That's the one we're looking at. All right, so we are going to pull out this fun card, which is right here. Look how fun that is. So those are those strips that you might have left over. I cut these, but then I had a bunch of strips left over. So what a fun card, huh? And then your envelope really could be any of these patterns, would be great. It just really matches in there and does great. Natural Prints is a beautiful set from the main catalog that would, yeah, you know what? I'm going to write that down. So December, what did I say? 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. It's a Wednesday, if that's the 14th. And then I'm going to write down your guys' ideas. Natural Prints. Or is it Nature's Prints? And you know how I do it. I go and start making a card. If I can come out with a great card, then it'll go in. If I'm like, oh, I just am not feeling this set, I'll find something else. But I love this set. Okay, so here we go. This is how you're going to do it. Let's take all of our pretty pieces out. Don't forget your little pearls. We're going to do, okay, so like this one has this for the envelope because it matches all of the colors. So I thought that would be really pretty to add as an envelope. So this one is a great one for an envelope. This one I used the green, and that's what was so fun about these is whatever paper you've got is going to match, right? So let's go ahead and move that over and this here. Let's do our card. So get your card and get it nice and flat. Okay, and you want to make sure your card, sometimes like the back side, like I have this tiniest little lip right there, then I'll just put this on the front, and that little lip on the back is not going to hurt anything. So, all right, so let's take the gold piece of paper and let's attach it to the front of the card. So that is our first thing to do. Okay. Again, this one goes all the way, so I'm going to do it at the very bottom. And go up. Okay, so there's that. We'll set this aside, and now we're going to bring in our white piece of paper, and I would recommend you use a silicone mat. So I'm going to bring in our white piece of paper, and it's totally up to you how you like to do this. I'm going to do liquid glue because I want to have some wiggle room to go around and do this. Are the cards note size cards? Mary, these are the cards that are inside the Memories and More pack. So these actually are a little smaller. These are 4¼ by 3¼ So these are a little smaller than note cards because they are in the Memories and More pack. Okay, so there's that. For the next month, I'd love to see your ideas and celebrate sunflower. Ooh, I love sunflower. Okay, celebrate sunflower. Don't look at my terrible shorthand. And wildflower. Flower path. Okay. All right, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to put liquid glue on all of this. And we know how this kind of, you could put them on strip by strip if you want. But for me, I just did it this way. Okay, you don't need a whole bunch, you just need it to be able to hold. So the first thing we're going to do is look at this, and we are going to take, you want to look at your pieces. Okay, so let's take our sentiment and this out of the way. Okay, so we'll move this out of the way over here. And then we're going to take our long piece, so look for your long piece here, and we're just going to put it right across the middle. It doesn't have to be perfect, but right across. Now, we're going to have 2 of our vanilla pieces. I'm going to put them in order, kind of. So we're going to have the green, the vanilla, the red. And I gave you pieces that are too big, so don't worry about that. And then the green. Okay, so that's the bottom part. And then we're going to do, you probably have the rest of the red up at the top. This is the little green at the bottom. You don't want your glue to dry too much, so I should have done these earlier, put them in order. Green, and then red, and it doesn't matter, we're going to put the sparkles there, and then the white, and then we're going to put the green, and the red. Okay, so it really doesn't matter which red, which way. You know, if you want to put both of those or that, so I'm going to do it that way. So now the next one we're going to go to is the green. Okay, so now as long as it goes on here, go kind of close to it so that it gives you just enough room, and you'll have a longer end on this side. So technically you could cut that off and move that to your end here. Okay, so think about that. Now let's do our white. Same thing, we're going to go as close as we can here. And just line it up. How pretty that is. Take our red and we're going to line it up right there. We're going to take our little green, and you may not have room for the little green, and you might, because it just depends on how you put them on there. I'm going to have a little bit of room, so I am going to put a little bit of glue. And we're just going to take our green and put it right there. Okay, so just kind of make sure they're flush up against the paper next to them. All right, now we're going to take the red. I'm going to do the stars. Okay, so there's the red. Take the white. So now your glue is starting to get tacky, but it's still fine. It's still wet. I'm going to put that. You don't really need to move them around much. Okay, so even that little piece I could have put down there. It's whatever works for you. This one's going to go there. And see how tiny those little corners were? Here they were a little bit bigger. I probably made these just a slight smaller. And it really is, you know, doesn't really matter. We're going to put a little bit of glue there. I'm going to move this down. Tap off that a little bit and just add this right there. Okay, so we're going to make sure that those little ends stick there. All right, so let's just set this aside, let it all dry. You can rub it. Because it started getting tacky, it's already probably holding everything just fine, but I'm just going to set that aside. And let's get our piece here that we're gonna stamp on. And here we go with another piece that's going to be iffy on the stamping because I'm going to cut the edge off. I probably made your pieces just a little bit long so that it gives you a little wiggle room to when you're stamping. Okay, so with this one, we're going to do the straight lines. Let me make sure there's no messages. Denise, that is extremely possible, and I think so. I haven't heard officially, but I think so. I think that's coming. Mary, hopefully I answered your question. Okay, I did. This is a good way to use it. Yes. So there's such tiny little scraps that this is really good. Is gluing straps of DSP at an angle? Is gluing straps, scraps of DSP at an angle. Yeah, just glue them at an angle. Start with the middle one so you go to corner to corner. Okay. All right, so let's do Evening Evergreen first. We're going to do our outside. Again, hoping we get it on there right, but let's not stress over it. We're just, you guys can take your time. I'm going to try and quickly do it by eye, which is not saying a lot. This one seems a little easier to see through. Oh, I can tell you right now that stamp is crooked. Okay, so let me tell you something. I think I stuck this on here and I can tell that this is wonky. See how it's kind of angled to the right? So take it off, woo, lay it down and let it get square, okay? And then pick it up. I think I just stuck it on there and so it was wonky looking. So that's another helpful tip. All right. All right, so there we go. Better. All right, let's hope that that's on. All right. And now we're going to take our cherry cobbler. I brought out real red, but I honestly think I use cherry cobbler almost for everything. I think it's just richer looking. All right, so let's bring in our design. So this really pretty design here, this stamp. And it's not even exactly square. It's just a fun design that's kind of in a square shape. So we're just going to go like this. And just kind of stamp it, just fun. Right in the middle. Okay. Just add some fun color. And now we're going to, excuse me, take our Evening Evergreen again and our For You. I'm going to bring in my pad just in case for my little piece here, just to make sure I get a spongy, nice stamp. Now you can go to one side because you're going to cut the other one a little smaller. See, it's pretty much all the way on there. I'm going to bring it in closer because I've got piercing marks right there. There we go. All right, so that stamping is done. We're going to take this and just cut the edge. And just go right up. Want to make sure it fits on my gold right. So hold your gold up there. Make sure that if you want to, you know, trim down more or whatever you want. So that's good for me. I'm going to put gold. I'm going to put liquid on there so I can move it around. All right. If you have a little bit too much glue, start over and move it over. So I'll start over here a little bit and slide it because I knew it was kind of thick right there. All right. And so that's good. We'll just put that there for a second. All right, so now we have this. Let's put dimensionals on it. Let's see, I need to win a bingo so I can get the set. I didn't get it and now I regret it. In the window where she was demoing, there's the light. Oh, Pamela, unfortunately, there's no more of this paper. This paper is done, gone. I don't think it's coming back, if I remember correctly. Somebody can correct me, but I think this Lights Aglow paper is gone. The set, I believe, is still there, and it's amazing. Even without the paper, I would totally get the bundle because you get this one, and then you also get the Labels Aglow, which is the labels I was using. This one, and then you also get the trees with the sparkly looking trees, and then the dies for all of that too. So it's definitely worth it. I love this set. All right, so here we go. Let's now, we can turn this over. And now we're going to take dimensionals and put them on here. So this is together. And our glue glues so well and so quickly. But I just like to make sure that it is together before I start messing around with it and moving it around and turning it over to put our sentiment on. All right. So all in all, these are pretty simple cards. All right, we're going to turn this way. Just put it right inside. Okay, if I put it there and there, that's too much. Let's see if I put it here and here. Oops, hello. Okay, so pretty much they go to the edge. So right here, where this is right here, the edge is on both sides. Right there. This one's a little high, which is why I laid it down really lightly. Okay, so there we go. So there's that. So those are done. Now let's pick this up. All right, so now I like to do it with larger scissors. So I'm just going to take the larger scissors and cut. And I'll get closer in a second. I'm a little worried about this tiny little piece on this corner. So we're just going to hold that on there for a minute. So let's just keep going all the way around. Same with this corner. It's easier just to go straight. And trust me, we'll have a ton of little pieces that we can add on to it if I'm going to have to clean these when I'm done. And then just, so you want this white piece of paper underneath because that's really your base for your decorating or your design or whatever you're working on. Because you can't just try and put these little pieces. All right, so the green one made it on, the red one is barely on. There's such a tiny piece, but it's kind of like if you were to cut this with DSP, right? Okay, so this one, there. So it's kind of like if you were to cut it with DSP, those would not be there, right? So you want to make sure you put them on there. Okay, so see this piece right here, you could totally keep it for another section. All right, so I think it goes like this because I like my ribbons going that way. So I'm going to add this onto the gold with liquid glue. Laura, did you catch up to us now? Yeah, I love this paper too. All right, so just kind of give yourself a little area. Move it over. And just even that tiniest bit of gold, look at that on the outside. All you need is just the tiniest trim. You don't want it to be, you know, too gaudy and too much. So just the tiniest trim works great. All right, and we'll take these off. Coming to the home stretch with this one. This one's a little time consuming, but so worth it. Like I said, I would use liquid glue. It gives you a little, oh, hello. It gives you just a little more time to put things together. All right, so there's that. And then let's put our little pearls on. All right, so there's that card. This one will have this as your envelope, and that one is what the one I originally did, but I really liked this one with this because it was such a variety. All right, so there we go. So that is one card. The next card is this one. This one's really pretty. It has these dies in it. So I took the swirl and I put it there. And I took some of these little snowflakey looking ones there. And I just added 3 on your label. So super simple. And I die cut those out already. I had these all ready to go, all ready to package. And then I realized that I forgot to do your die cut. I was like, oh man, forgot. I had too much on stage going on. I love the paper too. Thanks, you guys. All right, so there we go with that. Here's your envelope. So we'll put that in there. All right, so let's go ahead and add, let's fold our cardstock. Our card base. Okay, and let's go ahead and add those are our little things there. Let's add this here to the gold. So remember, you don't want to, and it's on the reverse of this. So I'm going to do a little dot here in the middle just because we're not going to get to that spot. And I'm going to go around. This one I did a little more gold on the outside because we have just this little bit of gold on the inside. But then we are going to take these two. Make sure they're all poked out. I think I tried to poke them all out, but just make sure. Thanks, Pamela. I appreciate it. And then let's do our... Oh, hello. All right, so we have that. Make sure when you do this, kind of look and see where your pieces are. Okay, so it's going to be 2 up here. You want 1 on the top left corner there, and then 1 down here. So just keep following it until it looks like this. Okay, it just makes your word fit in there better. So you're going to lift up your gold and then just put this right on top. Okay, so make sure your gold is aligned just right. Okay, make sure it's on there. And then I'm just going to put this on there. And we're going to stamp on that. I probably should have stamped on it before I attached it to the gold, but that's all right. And we're going to use Evening Evergreen again. And we're going to use the word joy. Okay, so see how this, when I go over this, I can't even see that square. So as I've told you before, I don't like using blocks that are right up to the correct size. So I like to go a little bit bigger so I can actually see what I'm doing. So now, see, now I can see through it and get a better idea of where this is going to go. All right, hope that there we go. See, it's so much easier when you can kind of look through the block a little bit. All right, so that's all of this one we need to do. We need to go back to the polka dot and the cherry cobbler, which is this one. All right, so we're going to bring this over now. And this one's a little harder to see, but we're just going to go for it. All right. All right. I pressed really hard right there, I could tell. That's all right. Like I said, I would suggest your Stamparatus. This freehanding is a little iffy for me. Okay, so this is going to go like this, which is fine because we're going to cover up most of that with my little gem. I'm going to do liquid because it's going on to glimmer paper. And again, I like liquid because I can pick this up and move it to where I want it. All right. All right, so that looks good. I'm going to just put that on there. And we're going to put dimensionals on this. And we're just about done. Oh, let's go ahead and add this right here too. Come on. Oh, I picked up the wrong one again. That one's not liking me so much. So on Sunday's video, I'm going to do my second swap card that I did for the TripAdvisor swap. So the one I showed before, so I will be doing that one. Okay, there's that. Dimensionals. Would it help to put the label on dark paper? Probably. It's this thing right here. I think it's because this is kind of a, you know, it's stained. Let's see. So if I put that on like this, yeah, I mean, it probably would. It's weird because the way you're at an angle with those polka dots there, those little dots, it's just kind of at a weird angle to see if it's on the paper or not. But I'm not, I think the dark paper would probably help. All right, so this one's almost done. So this is a great project for just the little stuff that you might have left over. So some pieces of paper, I mean, other than these are, you know, pretty much cut out, but like even your envelope, there's just strips. Like what size are these? These are 2 inches. So if you're using cards and you're using the 4 inches and then you have the 2 on the side, you're going to have all that extra. We're going to put this over here so that your swirly shows. Okay, and then this is stamped crooked, so it's going to look crooked, but that's okay. And I have, here we go. We're going to use the mini right here. Does anyone know if the gold glitter paper is still available? It is not. It is not available right now. All right, so you can put this in the middle. Okay, so it doesn't, it's kind of not looking in the middle, but it is. It's because of my lovely ink job, so be careful when you do yours. All right. We'll put these on. It's, my dots are crooked and yeah, because this looks like it's okay. All right, so there we go. Simple, simple, but look how pretty. With the gold that shines through, and you want to add it behind your label too, so you have gold there. So nice and blingy. Let's see. Dark paper. Marcie, when making the punch frame for the Stamparatus, do you use regular card? I use just regular, and it works fine. You know what else helps is if you use your matte, I mean, depending on your stamp, like this is this. So if you use this, you can, you know, add a little bit of your seal here. So you would take this like this and put it in there. And so I would put a little whoop right there and then put this right there so that your circle sticks. And then, but when you do that, put it on there and then just, you know, keep sticking your hand or a piece of cardstock or whatever so that it kind of picks up. It's not super sticky. And then you can put your circles in there or whatever your image is. And then I just take your pokey tool and then pick them right back out and put the next one in. So that'll help. Let's see, Stamparatus. Okay. I saw your swap at the local meeting and thought, who made a shaker card? Then I picked it up and saw it was your name and thought, of course, it was Marcie. Oh, yeah, Dana, I'm a little nuts. Are they carrying over any of the papers from the holiday catalog? You know, I printed out the list, but I don't know. I haven't really looked at the list. So I'm not sure about that. Okay, so there's this one. Let's see, who asked me that? Tracy. I'll find out, Tracy. You're welcome, Terry. Bye, Steph. I don't think so either, Denise, but at the top of my head, I'm saying no, but I'm not absolutely positive. All right, so there's that card, and now on to this one. So this card, now this one says baked for you. You obviously can change up your sentiments, but how cute would this be? Just a little note card to put on for your neighbor if you send them some little baked goods or somebody that, you know, you've got something, a little something to drop off to. So there's my little red. Here's my card base. Here's my envelope. Here is, now this one, I ran out of paper, so you're going to be able to tell here on some of them. I randomly just chose whatever was with the green. So this matched fine for the envelope. So if it's not this, then there might be a different color because I used every bit of this paper. I bought a lot of this paper, so I used whatever I had. And that was kind of my point for this class is use everything you have. It all mixes and matches just perfectly fine. So, you know, think about what you have a lot of, what you don't. I mean, it depends on if you're making a bunch of cards, but even if you are, you can use all different kinds of stuff and it doesn't really matter. All right, so let's do this. We're going to glue this down. See, it's all pretty repetitive. The same, you know, you glue your panels down. You can change it up and add smaller pieces or whatever, but I kind of wanted to use what I had. And so I wanted the glimmer to be just kind of like a lot of glimmer throughout this whole kit, but not crazy. So there's that. Let's do this right here. Might as well add this on here. I'm going to use, let's do a runner right along here. All right, so we're just going to go kind of across the middle. right about there. All right, now let's get this. Oh, let's go ahead and add this. All right, at the bottom again. Yeah, exactly. These would be great little notes to just drop off for somebody for whatever. All right, so I used the polka dots again. I'm going to try the green paper. Let's see if this helps make a darker image. Let's use our Evening Evergreen. So I can see the white on the bottom and on the top. Yeah, actually, I think that is very helpful. Thank you. I think it's going to be a lot more even. See? It's still a little tiny off, but that's me. So I would be using the Stamparatus, but like I said, going between this one and the circle and everything, it's going to be a little harder. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to turn this way. My little gem's going to go on that little boo-boo there, but here I'm going to add our red. So I'm going to bring in Cherry Cobbler, and I'm going to bring in, I'm going to use both of these, so I'm going to move this over, our little swirls. So this also came from this great set, Handmade Wishes, right here. So we're going to do this, and we're going to go to the very top and put that down. Okay, and then we're going to turn it. And same thing. Go to the very top. Look how cute that is. A little swirl. This would be really cute on top of tags and stuff too, I think. Okay, so now we're done with this one. We don't need to keep any of these open because you guys will see me all week with green and red. All right, so now the baked for you. So let's get baked and for you. And so I'm going to do the for you first because I kind of want to center right across the bottom of that here so we have room for baked. So I'm just going to go right there. Okay, so we have baked for you. Let's do our baked. And this is such a cute set that there's handmade for you, wishing you joy, or there's an outline of the joy and then the inside. So you can do this in green, this in red. You can do this and then color it in. I mean, there's the different fonts. I mean, there's all kinds of really cute to and from. Really cute set that you could use all different kinds of things for. All right, so there's that. All right, so now we just need our dimensionals on this. Oh yeah, the Stamparatus would be so much smarter, but for time-wise, I was just like, let's just wing it. But definitely, I have a friend that didn't have a Stamparatus, and she just got one, and she was like, oh my gosh, why did I wait so long? I said, yep, I told you. And because the panels, you know, come off and go back on, that's so helpful too. All right, so, oopsie, ink. All right. And then we're just going to go right on here with this. Right about there. And then we're going to take our gems. And put those on. And there you go. So there's a card, another card. That's your third card in this batch. 1, 1, 2, 3. So I got, see, I got to move my buckets. I have all my buckets here. These are extra pieces. So I did stop at a certain point on kits, but I could probably make more. I ran out of the envelopes, and I should be getting them tomorrow, so I ordered more. All right, so there is your third card in this batch. So here we go. 1, 2, and 3. How cute. Now these I think would make a great set to give as a gift. So if you can give them as a gift and have them, you know, you can give 3 as a gift, 6 as a gift, all 12 as a gift, whatever. I think it's a great idea to give as a Christmas gift also. All right, yay. We have 3 more cards to go, and we are on our third bingo. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. All right, hold on. Report. And remove. All right, hopefully, yeah. I told my husband, you know you made it when you get these people following you. Which isn't true. They're just all over. All right, let's play bingo. First number is 5. My ice is all in a chunk. Yes, they are. Memories and more. So they come in, they're the smaller cards, and then the larger cards I'm probably going to do bingo with next month. And they cost the same to mail, so it's okay that those are going to be a little bit larger. 25 is your next number. 18. All right, we've got some bees going already. Make sure I didn't miss any messages up here. $15. You're welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining me for my bingo tonight. I would love a thumbs up. That does help my channel so much. I appreciate it. So somebody had just asked about what does help your channel? What can I do? Because they were a demonstrator. And anything with, you know, YouTube is thumbs up. Coming back and leaving comments is huge. Coming back and thumbs up. Those are all super helpful. Sharing is super helpful. All those kinds of things, because the more traffic, of course, the better. And when they see thumbs up and stuff, you know, with the analytics and everything, they know that people are watching it, and all that kind of stuff helps a lot. So I do appreciate it very much. Number 4. All right, we have some bee eyes now. Dana and Jackie. Is it Hilla or Hyla? Kathy and Lisa. I think it's Hyla. Ooh, Lisa with the B-I-N. And Kathy. All right, here we go. 3. Whoops. Throwing them away again. Number 3. Number 21. Gila, thank you. Crystal has a BI. Lots of bees coming on board. Gloria has a BI. Number 30. Dana has a B-I-N. Gloria, B-I-N-G. 28. 28. Gila has a B-I-N-G. All right, ladies, here we go. Getting close. Olivia's on with a B. 19. And Terry's with a B. Deborah. Kathy has a B-I-N-G. It's getting close, guys. I just put another number down, so I'm going to wait a bit. And again, it's the first one that calls bingo. Crystal, B-I-N-G. Ooh, lots of numbers on that one. Okay, 19's down, so I'm going for another number. 10. Number 10. Shelly has a B-I-N. Nancy Lee has a B-I-N. All right. Dorothy's on. Yay, with the B. 22. 22. All right, I'm slowing down just a bit, waiting for my next number to pop up so you guys have a chance here. Tracy has a B-I-N. Denise B-I. Lisa B-I-N-G. Oh, got some catching up on beans. All right, next is, trying to get in the middle of the pile here. 11. All right, Jackie has a B-I-N. Again, make sure your guys' chat is at live chat and that your bar is pulled all the way over. At this very minute, I'm getting ready to pull a number and I'm just putting down number 11. Oh, Gloria has a bingo. Let's check and see. All right, let me look. Gloria. 3, 11, 18, 21, and 30. So Gloria has a good bingo. And the other one I saw was Kathy. And Kathy, let's check yours. 28, 11, 18, 15, and 4. So Kathy, you will get a consolation prize. Okay, so I'm going to write that down. Congratulations, ladies. So Gloria got number 3. And Kathy got a consolation prize for number 3. All right. Perfect. Congratulations, everybody. Yay. Kathy got first. Oh, let me go back and look. Let me look. I see Kathy. I see Gloria first, but let me scroll back up. Okay, so I see Gloria first. That she said bingo. She's between Jackie and Olivia up there. And then down, like 4 spots is Kathy. Okay, so that's what shows up on my page. But you will definitely get something good. No problem, Lisa. Okay, congratulations. Yay. All right, so we mix these up really good, and we're on to our last batch of cards. right, gotta have some iced tea here. All right, last batch. So again, you're going to pull out your project number 4 for bingo, and our first card. Okay, a little bit of the same, but now this one's handmade with love. So I thought this card was so cute, and I wanted to add some of that sparkly stars in the background. So I wanted to do handmade with love because there's a lot of us that maybe make cookies, or I mean not cookies, but like crocheted things, or even cards that you're going to give maybe as a gift. And then the gift of the cards, you know, they are handmade with love. So this would be a perfect little thing. So let's take our first card here. Again, here is your envelope. Put that aside. Put your gems aside. And let's do our banner and tag there. And let's fold our card. All right, so we're going to fold our card. All right, and now we're going to glue. So these were pretty easy. I was concerned with doing so much on a bingo, but it's actually going pretty fast. All right, so make sure your trees are the right way. At this point, it doesn't matter because you can turn the card upside down or right side up, but yeah, there's a lot of people that had bings on there. All right, so this one again, you can go ahead and just attach it to your card base. That's what's so fun about these is you could just do mass production pretty quickly, especially if you do yourself a little template and you put it in your Stamparatus. Then it would be really fast to do your sentiments, right? All right, so there's that. Let's go ahead and we'll just add our seal here. Okay, let's move that aside and let's get our sentiment done. Let's try and do this a little better. All right, so we have, you know what I don't have are my little berries. So in here, I want to get those little berries. And now I want both of my leaves. So here's one leaf. I'm going to put the heart back in here, even though I might need it. I don't remember. And we're going to pull our berries and another leaf out. So here is the other leaf. And then I'm going to take this tree off and put little berries right there. Okay. All right, let's do this first. Let's get our red done. So this one you can tell has a variety of the different stamping with the red and the green. All right. So let's do red. Ooh, I'm going to try this trick again because that seemed to work. Help my old eyes. All right. Well, I think I'm way down on this one. I think I'm going to have to be turning that over. Yeah, let's try this again. I knew as soon as I was going down, I was like, well, that's not good. All right, that's better. Yeah, good as it's getting. All right, and now we're going to do, while we have the red out, let's just do the berries. So it looks like the berries, this is going to be at an angle like this, and the berries are just below that middle part. So let's just do that. Right about there. Okay, so I'm going to do red while we're there. And then I'm going to do the Handmade, which I don't think I took that one out either. Right here. All right, so we're going to take Handmade. We're going to take this one. All right, so I'm just going to do it all since I have the red out. And I'm noticing it's right in between this little turn right there. So we're just going to go Handmade. Okay, so there's Handmade. And okay, so I have all the red done. So we can take with love. Apparently I just think I don't need to take them all out at one time. It's like a smorgasbord of stamps around me. You should see it. All right, so here we go with love. All right. Done with the red. Now let's get Evening Evergreen. Oh, Dolores, you're so sweet. I appreciate it. All right, so there is that. So now let's do With Love. I just love the font. I love everything about this stamp. With Love. We're going to put it right there. Ah! There we go. With Love. All right, so pretty. And now we're going to take our little green leaves in. So this one goes up on the right side. This one goes up on the left side, but I want to turn it a little bit so it's easier for me to stamp. I want to move them upward. See how I'm moving them upward just a tad? Because it's going to be easier for me to stamp with them that way. And same with this one. Okay, so here's green. We're just going to take this right up to the berries, close up. Doesn't have to be right on top. Okay, so there's one. And here's the other one. Okay, so you're just adding some cute little things around. So remember, we used the little tree, the tiny heart. We've used these, the tiny heart, the squiggles, the tree, and then a lot of the sentiments and the big sets. But I mean, look at this little gingerbread. How cute is he? He would have been really cute on the baked one also. So just something kind of fun. I love the set. Uh-oh, I'm just using up dimensionals like crazy. Hold on. I gotta find them. Oh, nothing like a new pack. I was telling my friend today that new blades on your trimmer, and I've told you guys this before. I put a new pair of contact lenses in today. Oh. And then I said, if I put a new trimmer on, I just don't know what my day would be like. And now I'm like a new set of dimensionals. It is just a great day. All right, so now I don't need that. So we're trying to talk our daughter in from Montana when she comes at Christmas to extend their stay. She has 2 new stepsons, and we're like, what? And then plus our baby, the baby Bo, and we're like, why don't you come and we'll go to Disneyland? And I'm like, I was just there this weekend, not to Disneyland, but oh, my son's calling me, hold on. Okay, so then I'm just going to put this right here. All right, now we'll just take this and put it there. So I don't know if they're going to be able to do that, but it would be fun. Okay, so this little pearl is kind of sliding off it. So you know how sometimes you can get the little gem is just kind of sliding off the glue dot. I just try to move it over a little bit, and then it usually does just fine. So there you go. So there's the other one. Look how cute that is when you just add a little bit more than, and change up the color. So instead of doing the exact same color, you just change it up a little bit and try and add, you know, something a little bit different there. So, oh, Gloria, that sounds terrible. Terrible, terrible. Cortisone shot in the foot. Oh. Okay, so there we go. That's another one. Yay. We're getting there. All right, so the project number 2 in this last batch is going to be this one. So we changed it up a little bit. It's got a little bit of a lighter look. This is where the circles are going to come in on these last couple. There's no gems in here, so don't worry about that. There's your envelope. And we're going to fold your card. All right, same thing, add glue. So it's a lot of repetitive in here, but that's the thing, when you do something, a large project like this, it's kind of cool just to have, you know, a lot of different looks, but doing the same kind of thing just makes it look like a set of something. And like this is 12 cards, and they all, you can tell they all kind of go together. They've all got the same paper and the glimmer. A lot of them have the same label type thing on it, but it could be a different sentiment. I should have told you, glue this on first just to make sure it fits, because, you know, I measured them and who knows. Who knows what time of day that was. I like to make sure it goes side to side on your paper and there isn't any trimming, so hopefully it's perfect. So just kind of figure out where you want that to go. Another helpful thing is look at the dots. So I'm going to go right across all the way under those 2 dots right there. So let me show you. So there's 2 big dots right there all the way across. So those dots can help you kind of keep it in line right there. All right, so now we're going to do this. 'Tis the season. Oh, do not tell me I don't know where that is at. So hold on one second. Oh, whew. Brightest glow, right there. 'Tis the season. All right. So let's take, I'm just using other blocks here. 'Tis the season. All right, we're going to put it towards the top because we're going to put that red on the bottom there, so you're going to get that pop of color, right? I guess when we went last week was our first official day of their Christmas festivities. They had it done earlier in the week, but Friday was the kickoff. Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, we should have went, saw the Christmas parade. But that's okay. We may end up going, it depends. I'm like, well, guess I'll have to hit the outlets again, right, Olivia? All right, so let's get our evening evergreen. Look at your dots. Okay, so, oh, see now look, I need to punch out. I tried to punch out as much as I could, so hopefully, obviously, I didn't get all of these, so check your thing. You really want your pretty paper to shine through, so make sure you get those little dots off of there. Okay, so when I did the dots up at the top. So see how you have your 3 dots at the top there? So to me, it just looked nicer. So make sure when you do it, just think about the way of where your dots are going and how they're going. So I'm going to put those on the top. I'm going to put them right on this line. So that kind of gives me a guide. So you can see the black line right through the top and the bottom. And then I'm going to probably stick my head in here, but I want to put this towards the top. Look at the word season. And just kind of look at the dots, the circles on the sides, and make sure that they're with, you know, kind of even as best you can get it. And that one's up a little too high, and that's okay. It's higher than this one is, but that's all right. It'll be fine. So now cherry cobbler. Oops, not that one. We want this one. Okay, so it doesn't have to be exactly in the middle, but I want it kind of close so I know where I'm looking is the right spot. And I'm just going to put this down a little ways to kind of fill up that space. It doesn't have to be so close. So see, it just fills up the space. It doesn't have to be super close. So there is that. We are going to take our glimmer and add our dimensionals. So just the paper alone can make it look completely different. All right, normally I would add this on top of this first, but I already took off the thing, so. So see how this circle kind of just made it right in the middle? It looks pretty close. So I'm going to put that there. And then add these. Oh, Dolores, I know I'm probably keeping you up. I'm sorry. We have one more card and one more bingo and we're done. But if you have to go, I totally get it. All right, so then we're just going to pop this up right here. Now you're looking at your dots to make sure you have your 3 this way and 3 down and 1 up. And there you go. So there is, oh, we got to add it to our card. Okay, this one again started at the bottom. And you can tell if it's starting it at the bottom or not because your card base is going to be the same size. If it's a little smaller, then you know that's when you're going to leave that little trim on there. But I think most of them are, you know, full. So there's your envelope, and this is what it looks like when you're done. And I chose not to do the inside. It's such a small card that you want to have space to write your, you know, your stuff inside. So make sure that you think about that. If you do want to add a little piece, I would just add a tiny piece in there so that you have enough space. All right, so the last card is, okay. Oh, I'm like, where did it go? It's right here. Again, we have 'Tis the Season, but we're going to change it up a little bit. So here's our envelope. Here is our panel there. So basically it's the same idea, which is kind of nice. Like I said, if you're going to give them as a gift, you might just, you can split these up and give them one of each kind because some of them are really close to the other of what it looks like. So here's where I was talking about. Take your DSP first, and it doesn't have to be in the middle. I'm going to go right under that red right there, or I might go right, I'm going to go right under the gold. Just kind of eyeball it, whatever you think. I think I'm going to go under the red. So I'm going to just put, I'm going to put a little bit on the end there. And now I'm going to go right under the red. So just go to the edge and just follow along right under the red. There you go. And now we're going to glue it onto the green. Oh boy. Thanks for taking care of them, you guys. I appreciate it. All right, so we're going to use liquid, so it goes in here. All right, so there's that. Again, we have this. We're going to do red this time. So let me wipe this off. And we're almost done. All right, so that'll be green. And then 'Tis the Season will be red. My husband just walked in with a snack for me. I'm like, no. And then just put it towards the top. Same idea. And then we'll do our green. And then this time, instead of the glitter, I decided that this red right here is just so pretty, and it has that gold sparkle, that you could use this as a background there. Okay, so there's your card. And then we're going to use this on green. My husband, he comes in and he goes, "It's with Gouda." He made me a, it looks like prosciutto and Gouda wrapped or something. Okay, so then take your Evening Evergreen, and we'll just put our bottom right there. And when you're stamping this, you can look at this, that's just kind of aligned with your 3 little circles there, and that helps everything kind of, you know, stay in the right spot. Oops. All right, and then we're just going to add these. Hello. Come here. We'll add this to the card. Yeah, he's a sweetie. It's so funny because he'll be like, "Are you going to be in there all night?" and blah, blah, blah. But he knows, I go, "It's bingo." He goes, "Oh, bingo, okay." He thought it was a video. He's like, "Well, how long is it going to be?" And I told him, and he's like, "Really?" And I'm like, "It's bingo." "Oh, bingo, okay." But we did Costco last night, so he didn't have to go. You know how he does Costco. So sometimes I tend to find myself putting an extra one in the middle. Sometimes I don't. No rhyme or reason. But I did add a panel up on top of it, so I should have probably done it on the other one too. But it doesn't really matter, whatever you think. All right, so now put this in the middle. He just told me they're salty. This is his note on my food. Salt bomb. Yeah. Okay, so then, let me see. I glued the, nope, dimensionals again with this. He's so funny. All right, so also I needed to do those out. I like to put them top, bottom, left, right. So I like to look at the picture just to make sure which, obviously it's a circle. It seems like it's the same thing, but pop these out. Some of them like to stay in after you do a bunch of die cutting. You know how they tend to, I don't clean the die out really well each time, so sometimes they stay in. And we'll pop this on here, right about there. Look how cute. And then you've got your little polka dot with your little gold and your glimmer card. All right, so that was the last card. So I'll show you all the cards after bingo. So let's, and then he puts it right on my, oh boy. Hold on, you guys, I gotta move all this. I'm gonna have grease all over my stuff. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so those were the 12 cards. I hope you guys liked them. Now it's time for our last bingo. You must be covered in dimensional backs. Oh, always, always am. I can tell when our vacuum didn't go, like today it didn't go because there's dimensionals in the hallway. I love this paper too. Love, love, love it. I bought so much of this paper. All my customers will see it at Christmas time when I send my cards out. I did not use that stamp set or die set, but I did use the paper, so that will be a surprise. Number 4, let's get our last bingo done. While I'm trying to kind of clean my desk. Good luck, everybody. Number 14. Yeah, so I have this, like I said, this was a set that I was thinking of not getting, but I just love it. It's so cute, and I haven't even used the pretty cursive stuff yet. So that'll be coming sometime soon. Thank you, Angela. Number 2. I'll have fun putting those cards together. Yeah, I think you guys are going to love it. The cards are all done. The last like handful, like 5 people that signed up, the envelope should be coming tomorrow, but honestly, I'm doing all the labels and everything tomorrow. So they're probably going to go out Friday because our mail leaves pretty early. So I think they'll get here and I'll get everything done and out by Friday. So that's my goal. All right, lots of B's. 21. So those will be coming. I think I'm going to start doing the titling so it'll be easier for you guys when you go back to create your projects. You'll at least know which month to go back to the video and see it. Be a little easier to find. Number 8. Who has their Christmas cards done? Are you guys done with your cards already? All right, BI for Nancy Lee, Perry, Lisa, Pam, number 3. I did use the cursive. I used the With Love and Christmas. Oh, no problem, Gloria. Good. Practice for the next time. So I will, by this weekend, I'll have December's up, probably by tomorrow. I'll have December's sign up for bingo. And I have some ideas over here for some ideas, but I think we'll do birthday cards. And obviously, if you don't do birthdays, you can substitute the sentiment for whatever you'd like. Making Christmas cards for a customer. Oh, perfect, Deborah. I have a huge thing of cards that goes to my husband's work. And he puts them in their cafeteria. And it's on the honor system. They put the cards out, and I have a little locked cash box that, you know, when they purchase the card, they just put it in there. So it's worked out so far anyway. Ooh, Eileen has B-I-N-G. 19. Good job. B-I-N for Pam and Carol. Gloria, me too. 16, but I don't have my customer gifts and stuff done. I don't have that. I still have to, they're prep. Some parts of them are done. I have 60 some done for a sale. If all of them sell, how much? Oh, funny Carol. That's perfect. That's when you don't really mind if they don't sell, right? Because then you'll be done. All right. Number 9. That's how I was about, I took a lot of cards to on stage, and I had a feeling I was going to have some left over. But I also got busy chatting with people, and I don't know why, but not like I talk a lot or anything, but no, I was chatty with people, so I didn't get around to swapping like I probably should have been. But that's okay. I had fun meeting people. Yes, Gloria, I remember. So Crystal has a B-I-N-G and Carol has a B-I-N-G. 11. How many layers on the cards, Marcie, and what do you charge? I usually charge $5 a card, and I make cards just like I do regularly. So it could be anything from 2 to 4 layers. It just depends on, I always pop up the sentiment. I use a lot of dimension. I use a lot of bling. Ooh, Carol has a bingo. Let's take a look. Carol, I'm looking up. I don't see any other ones. So 4, 8 and 9, 8 and 9, 11 and 28. Carol, congratulations. Bingo number 4 for Carol. Congratulations. Are there any other bingos? Any other bingos? No, congratulations. Okay, so Carol's number 4. You guys all message me at Marcie at marciebeseckerdesigns and then let me know what you would like, and I will get that taken care of for you. I would suggest you do it before the 18th because you can get the sale on some items. So, all right, so here are the cards that we did. Let's just do a quick review really quick, and then we'll chat a little bit. There. You know, when I did this one, I was like, at first, but once it was done, I was like, ooh, I kind of really like that one. It just has a great combination of colors, and I love it. Oh dear, I sell mine for $3. I guess you know, it depends on where you live too, Carol, because I know people too that sell them for $3. It just depends on your area and where you live, I think. Our area is a little more expensive. I live in California, and so it just depends. Okay, so there we go. And that one I didn't put the envelope on that one. I switched them out, I think. But there are the cards at one glance. Oh, you are so welcome. Oh, I'm glad you guys had a good time. Oh, Carol, okay, you're in Canada. Yeah, I don't know in Canada what the price, you know, what you guys do there, but ask around to demonstrators in your area and just kind of find out. How many kiss trees did I make? I think I made maybe 20, I think. I didn't make a whole lot. I did them for the table at the retreat, or I say retreat, at the, on stage. I did them for the people at the table, and then I just had some extra, you know, some that I gave out. I saved some for, there was the person that won the guessing of what I was creating, and I saved 2 for my grandkids, the local ones, to go in their stocking. Yeah, the kiss trees are so much fun, and they're so easy. What did you say they are in your area? What did you say they? Oh, I do $5. That's what I do. But I've seen from 3 to 7. I don't do a lot of larger cards. I don't do a lot of, you know, huge, like those pop-up car, anything like that. You guys see what I do. Thank you for the Walmart tip for the kisses. They even deliver. Yeah, they'll deliver. And it's not that much. And then, like, I picked mine up. I just did the pickup. I ordered all the different flavors and went and picked them up. And Walmart is like not too far from here. I'm thinking of making them for my daughter and just moved and give her a head start with. Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Oh, thank you, Yvette. I appreciate it. Do you use your host code if we go over or no? Okay, Gloria. So if when you give me your order and if it is over, you don't use a host code because I put that order in as a customer. So if I put my customer's order in, then I can't use a host code. So you just, when you give me your order, there's no host code. So just give me your order. And if it's over the $100, I'll invoice you for the difference. And then you just PayPal me the difference. And as soon as I receive that, I submit your order. So yeah, don't worry about a host code. Not this time anyway. I'm thinking, okay. Yeah, so yeah, just ask around in your area and find out, or just, you know, it, I mean, I don't, it depends on your cards too, whatever you feel. If you use a lot of embellishments, a lot of layers, a lot of dimensional, a lot of anything, glimmer paper, anything like that, um, you can, you know, make those a little higher. If you do a more simple card, that maybe you did a bulk card that's a lot of them that are fairly simple, then, you know, make them a little bit less. But I just do mine across the board at 5 just because mine are seem way more intense. So I just leave them at that. If they're a little more simple, other people are probably getting 5 for the cards. So um, you are so welcome, Terry. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate you guys joining me for bingo. This really does help me with my business, with my YouTube channel, definitely with my business. So a lot of people ask, how can they help? This is a perfect way because I have to go buy supplies to do the bingos. And then my prizes for you guys are for the bingos. So it helps my business tremendously. And that's what's really helped me earn my trips and do what I do. And I appreciate you guys so much. And so if you can help doing bingo, I appreciate that. And that helps me hopefully make my next trip. You are welcome, Olivia. Lisa, good night. Thank you. You guys will get them in a pink envelope this month. So be looking for this pretty pink envelope. I think the other thing I'm going to do is on my label at the bottom, I can personalize it, and I'll just put November 22 bingo or something like that. That way you guys will know right away with the envelope. If I look at the stores here for cards, even I know, did you know, Deborah, my husband, when he goes to the store to get me a card, he comes home and he goes, I just hate paying $10 for a card because, and I can't believe you're only charging 5 because, you know, it is what it is. It's one layer, there's nothing to them. And yes, a thumbs up. Thanks, Terry. I appreciate it. Um, let's see. I'm signing off. Good night, Denise. Thank you. Thanks, Gloria. Can't wait to put the cards together. Enjoyed the evening. Oh, thanks, Tracy. You guys are so welcome. Oh, Judy, that's awesome. And welcome. I'm glad it's your first time. Oh, Kathy, you're welcome. Thanks, Jackie. It was so nice to meet you too. And I'm going to pull out that card that you did. I think, did you do the textured chic one and the swap? I think you did the textured chic one and the swap, if I'm remembering. I had a handful of cards that I really enjoyed, and that was one of yours for sure was one that, and I think it might have been that one. But it was such a fun event, and I got to meet some fun people. a lot of people, so I'm trying to remember everybody's names, but I do remember your name. All right, everybody. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it so much. Have a fantastic rest of your week. I will see you on Sunday, and I will be creating the vintage kind of look card. I don't have it right here that I did for my swap with the Trip Advisors. So I will see you then. Oh, it was the cherry one. That I'm casing that, Jackie. I will be casing that card for sure. The first week of December. Yeah, Gloria, it's going to be birthday, and the first week, my daughter's here, so that's not going to happen. Yes, the cherry one. I loved the cherry one. The ornament one was very pretty too, but I'm going to case the cherry one for sure. Good, Dorothy. All right, everybody, have fun. I will get the sign up for December up by the weekend. Thanks a lot. See you guys later. Bye.